Today I want to have a conversation with you about how you can re-energize, how you can get back your mojo. Energy is so important to your productivity and to the profit of your business. So this conversation here is about how you can refuel your energy, how you can get that energy, that vitality, that mojo back. I was chatting with a client just recently and they said to me, Colin, you know, my business is running successfully, we're making good money, but if I'm really honest with myself, I've lost my mojo, I've lost my passion. And this conversation here is about how you can re-energize, get your energy back in a really unique way. So let me share with you how to refuel your fuel tanks. Colin Boyd here, founder of the Productivity Academy, and what I want to share with you right now is a 4-spectrum quadrant that will help you to identify where your best energy lies and how to refuel your energy on a regular basis. When you think about it, energy is really the thing that drives your performance. For example, if you ever come into work with a lot of time on your hands, maybe you've got a full day, but you haven't got a full energy tank. So in other words, you come in, you're already exhausted already. How productive are you? Probably not that productive. Or have you ever come into your day and you didn't have much time, but you felt a lot of energy. You were pumped to get into it. And how productive were you? Probably very productive. So your energy is going to make a huge difference. I know for me, personally, this concept made a huge difference for me. It was probably 3 or 4 months ago. I remember having a conversation with my wife, my beautiful wife, Sarah, and we were talking about the business and how things were going. And I said to her, I said, babe, because that's what I call it, babe. I said, I'm exhausted. We'd just gone through a really intense delivery period. And really when I asked myself, I thought, how much energy do I have at the moment? And I realized I was exhausted. My tanks were empty. So I created this idea that has made a huge difference for me, and I've shared it with a lot of my clients. It has made a huge difference. So I just want to share with you this idea and how you can refuel your energy and get back on track to be your best, version of yourself. So what I want to share with you right now is the energy quadrant. And this energy quadrant is going to show you where you get your most energy. So when I'm sharing this, I want you to think about, where do you sit in terms of getting your most energy juice from? So either you're going to be someone who gets energy by being around others, i.e. an extrovert, or you get energy by being around yourself. You like your own time, quiet time. So in terms of the spectrum, are you others or self? The second, area that you need to consider in the spectrums is, do you like more adventurous activities or do you like more relaxed activities? So if we can look at this spectrum, there are some activities that are high adventure and they're with others. So it might be, a team sport, or it might be going away with a group of friends and doing some adventure activities or something like that. The second quadrant is with others, but it's more relaxed. So maybe it's, hanging out with some friends or some work colleagues and you're just having a drink, or, you're at a barbecue, or you're just having, quite conversation with someone else. Maybe that's something that really fills you up. The third quadrant is relaxed, but it's with yourself. So maybe it's journaling, maybe it's prayer, maybe it's meditation or something like that. And the fourth area is where you're adventurous, but it's by yourself. So maybe it is going hiking, or maybe it's going swimming, or maybe it's going for a run by yourself. And so I just want you to consider these four quadrants, and which 2 quadrants I like to consider. Which main 2 quadrants would you consider to be your highest energy givers? So based on these 4 quadrants, which would you say are your favorite quadrants to get energy from? What I'd love to hear from you is a comment below on which of the quadrants, quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, or quadrant 4, based on whether you like getting energy from being with others or with self. Now, you might say I like both, but if you really get down to it, I know for me, I'm naturally an extrovert. And like I shared before, my energy was really low because I realized I was actually not hanging out with people all the night. I wasn't spending time with friends, with loved ones enough yeah, I was hanging out with other types of people, but I wasn't hanging out with my friends. And I realized that I like to do adventurous activities that are with other people. So I organized to play some team sports. We went out, we had some barbecues, which was relaxing with friends. But really that side of the quadrant for me was so important. And when I realized this, it made a huge difference in terms of my energy and my focus. So if this has been valuable, please like it and tweet it and share it and comment below which part or which quadrant would you say is your highest energy giver. Love to hear from you. Speak to you soon.